Hey Bonner Springs, it's still pretty cold out there this week. Let's heat it up a bit on This Week of TP Talk.
Hey Hunter, you working on this week's TP Talk?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey guys, Josiah Crowley here alongside Nicholas Schulte, and we have a fun-filled episode today, so let's get right into it.
I feel to start everything off, we should look at the weather and see if some of those winter storms are still around.
Cody here with the weather, and if you were expecting a warm front coming, then you're in luck, with today's high being 61 and the low being 34. Tomorrow's going to be about the same with a high of 60 and a low of 36. On Sunday, we will have a high of 53 and a low of 34. This Monday, we will have a high of 50 and a low of 38. And finally, on Tuesday, we will have a high of 45 and a low of 24. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay classy, Bonner Springs. Back to you, Nick and Bobby Jr.
Finally, a bit of warm weather coming in.
Yeah, it's about time. I don't have to freeze in the morning.
Let's see where else was freezing this week on the 360 with Alvaro Romo.
What's poppin', B-Town? This is a segment called 360, where I talk about 3 stories in under 60 seconds. First up, an enormous fire broke out in the middle of New Orleans early Wednesday morning. 6 fire stations were called up to put out the fire, and 2 hours in, the flames were still not contained. The building involved four stories high, and only 1 person was known to have been inside. Luckily, they escaped unharmed. Earlier this week on Tuesday, Susan Jordan, a principal at Amy Beverland Elementary in Lawrence Township, Indiana, was fatally injured when pushing children out of the way of an oncoming bus. The incident was described as a freak accident. The bus jumped a curb before hitting Susan and 2 10-year-olds. The children were taken to a hospital but didn't have life-threatening injuries. Finally, treasure hunters in Miami Beach, Florida made an amazing discovery while demolishing a 7,300 square foot mansion formerly belonging to a Colombian drug lord known as Pablo Escobar. A safe hidden beneath a concrete wall near the front steps of the mansion, and the contents of the safe are still unknown as the new owners have yet to open it. Well, that's it from me at the studio. Back to you, Nick and Josiah.
I'd really like to see some of those out in the world sometime.
While all those seem interesting, let's see what we can find in the more local area of Bonner Springs.
Right before we do that, let's have a quick commercial break, and when we're back, we'll check it in with Out and About.
Hey guys, Cameron here with the Weekly Out and About. First off, Bonner Springs High School will be holding an informational meeting and registration for driver's education during parent-teacher conferences on Wednesday, February 10th at 5 p.m. in the BSHS auditorium. Cost for driver's education for USD 204 students is $250. For the second event, we'll be heading to the Kansas City Zoo. Just for this weekend, the zoo will be known as the Snow Zoo. You can go see the penguins and the polar bears. You can also create your own snowflake with just a few simple ingredients. The 2016 Fan Fest with the Royals will be held this weekend. It'll be in the downtown area. You can take photos with former or active Royal players. You can play catch or a game with some other players. If you are a season ticket holder, you will be able to get in for free. I know I should have got those tickets. That's it for this Out and About. Back to you, Nick and JoJo.
As a big baseball fan, I can't wait to see that.
I personally like the ice skating atmosphere myself.
We all have our own tastes and things, just how people like to watch our weekly sports with Jackson Poe.
Hey Bonner Springs, Jackson Poe here with This Week's Sports. Last week a lot went on with basketball. The varsity girls played amazing and got third place in the Tongi tournament. And Saturday, your varsity boys won the Baldwin tournament, beating Harmon 51-40. This week, Devontae McGee was awarded the U.S. Army Top Performer of the Month for January. And this is a reminder to coaches. If you want your scores and athlete stats on TP Talk, be sure to send in the scores and stats. And that's all for this week's sports. Until next time, Bonner.
Wow, it's great to see our teams doing so well. You know what else I like to see?
What is that?
Another commercial break.
Man, I can't wait in this line forever.
You know that's from Grab and Go.
What's the grab and go?
Introducing the Grab and Go menu that allows a fresh alternative to the regular menu items. From wraps and burritos to salad and even the Opa cookie. Check out the fast and fresh lunch served every day for students and teachers. So if you're in a hurry, think Grab and Go.
Hey, that sounds great. Let's go check it out.
So, Karina, who are you planning on taking it home?
Well, how about Jadon?
He's really cute.
Prom sure does seem like lots of fun. Can't wait to attend next year.
Well, if you're an underclassman, then you can still get invited by an upperclassman, so go out there and make some new friends.
Some other things we have going on is the next Project Grad.
So it's at Good Sense on Tuesday, February 16th at 3 p.m. through 8 p.m. You must mention or present flyers so that a portion of the sale will support Project Grad.
Well, that's all from us this week at TP Talk.
Stay toasty, Bonner Springs.